A drop fell on the apple tree by Emily Dickinson, 1830 to 1886. A drop fell on the apple tree, another on the roof. A half a dozen kissed the eaves and made the gables laugh. A few went out to help the brook that went to help the sea. Myself conjectured, were they pearls, what necklaces could be. The dust replaced in Hoisted Roads, the birds jocoser sung. The sunshine threw his hat away, the bushes spangles hung. The breezes brought dejected lutes and bathed them in the Glee. The Orient put out a single flag and signed the Fete away. Okay, this is a poem by Emily Dickinson. Let's see, Emily Dickinson came from a small town, Amherst, Massachusetts, and she lived there all of her life. Emily Dickinson was a recluse. She didn't come out, and in her later years she spent most of her life in her room. When she was alive, she was better known as a gardener than a poet. But after her death, her poetry was published, and today she's considered as one of the greatest American poets ever. Anyway, what's this about? Well, this is a poem about a summer rainstorm. A drop fell on the apple tree. So this is a drop of rain. And I think there is this summer storm, this summer shower. I think this poem is also entitled Summer Shower. And this is typical of her way of viewing the world. This is a very positive poem, and this is not one of her dark poems. This is positive. It's about the beauty of rain, the beauty of the summer storm, and it's describing nature and the beauty of nature, and how a summer storm makes everything happy again. It makes the world beautiful. It's describing a summer storm, and it's filled with joy. It's filled with happiness, and how a summer storm can change the summer. A drop fell on the apple tree, another on the roof. A half a dozen kissed the eaves and made the gables laugh. So one drop hit the apple tree, and then another drop on the roof, and then half a dozen, 6, kissed the eaves of the roof, the edges of the roof, and made the gables laugh. The gable is this area just underneath the edge of the roof. So one drop, another drop, half a dozen drops. This is the beginning of a rainstorm. And this is very positive. It's very happy, and we've got positive words. Kiss the eaves. The water is kissing the eaves. The gables are laughing, and here it's evoking the sound of the rain, the happiness of the rain. And half a dozen kissed the eaves and made the gables laugh. So the rhythm is building up, and this is the rhythm of the storm. A drop fell on the apple tree, another on the roof. A half a dozen kissed the eaves and made the gables laugh. So it's building up. A few went out to help the brook that went to help the sea. So a few raindrops fell into the little river, into the little brook, and that went to, the brook goes to help the sea. all rivers go to the sea, so water is falling back into the brook, which will go back to the sea, and this is part of the cycle of water, the water cycle, and it shows how the fresh water and salt water are unified. They're the same thing. They come from the same place. Myself conjectured, were they pearls, what necklaces could be. So she's conjecturing, she's thinking, she's wondering that if these raindrops were pearls, what beautiful necklaces they would make. And here again, with the pearls, she's linking the sea and the land, the sea, the brook and the sea. It's linking fresh water and salt water together. The dust replaced in hoisted roads. So the dust, it's obviously been dry for a long time, and the roads in these days, they weren't tarmac roads. They were just dirt roads, and in the roads the dust starts to rise in summer because it's dry, and I'm sure the roads were very dusty, but the rain falls and it brings the dust back down. So the roads that had clouds of dust through them, the dust was being replaced by the rain. The birds jocoser sang. So jocose means happy, yeah, jocular, happy. So the birds were singing more happily. So the birds were happy that it was raining. And I think in summer the birds are very happy that it rains, because it means that everything grows better. There is more food. A little bit of summer rain is a wonderful thing. The sun shines through his hat away. The bushes spangles hung. So here she's personifying the sun. The sunshine is wearing a hat. I get the feeling that these are the clouds that were over the sun, and they completely cover the sun. The sun shines through his hat away. So maybe the sunshine has disappeared for a second. The sunshine is completely covered, or maybe we have the sun coming out while it's raining. In English they call this a fox's wedding day. So maybe the sun is suddenly shining through the clouds. The hat is clearly the clouds, and the bushes spangles hung, and maybe there are little drops of water on the bushes, and the sun is shining through these little drops of water from the rain, and it's like spangles of light coming from the sunshine. And all of this is very positive, very happy. Everything looks everything looks good. The dust has gone down. The birds are happy. The sun shines through the clouds, and the bushes have like shining diamonds in them. The breezes brought dejected lutes and bathed them in the glee. So the wind brings takes dejected lutes and bathed them in happiness. So that the wind that has brought this storm, I think the wind is bringing happiness. That this whole storm has changed a very dry, dusty place, and it's made it happy. And I think also a lute is like an old-fashioned guitar with a bent end. It's a musical instrument. And I think maybe this is also reflecting the sound of the wind coming. It's not ding dong, but it's this deep sound, and it's making everything happy. The Orient put out a single flag and signed the fate away. So the Orient is the east. In the east, there was a flag, was the sun. So I think the sun could be seen again, and that was the end of the fete. That was the end of the rainstorm. A fete is like a celebration. So, and then the sun comes out and the celebration of rain has finished. So this poem is very positive, it's very upbeat, it's talking about the beauty of a summer rainstorm, how it helps everything, how it makes everything feel good, it washes the dust away. So, A Drop Fell on the Apple Tree by Emily Dickinson.